Welcome back to this MFTF brief guide. Today we'll be looking at the structure of pages and sections within the framework, what they do, where they're used. So to begin, we'll look at where pages and sections are going to be within a module. So this is a Composer installed Magento instance. It's 232. Within that, they'll be within each module. So under Vendor, Magento, we have all our modules. And each module that has tests, here, module catalog, has our normal directories. And then under test, within MFTF directory, we have many directories. The ones we're looking at are page and section. So we'll look at each of these and look at the structure. So admin product index page, it's in page. We'll look at this one. That page defines a few things about a page that's under test. It has a name that we've given it. It has a URL, catalog product index. It has an area, that's admin or storefront. Those are the allowable values. And also a module. For test writing purposes, you'll be primarily using this page for its URL, but also for the sections that are contained under it. That's a manifesto of the sections we can use in that page. The sections under the page then, each of those is going to have where we've defined the selectors available to that part of the page. The reason we've used it this way is that these sections will be reusable across multiple pages, and we want to retain the principle that if there's an edit to be made, it should only be made in a single place in that section. So this admin product grid action section here, the page tells us that within that URL, we're going to have the selectors that are in that section to operate on the page. Let's have a look at this section. The section, as you'd expect, is in the section directory. In this case, it's in the module catalog, the same module. That doesn't have to be true, however, it is usually true. You can use sections or the elements of selections from another module, but be aware of potential dependency conflicts. It's best to try and keep within your own module or modules that do have hard dependencies on each other. For now, we'll have a look at this one in front of us. This section has a name, and that name is how it's going to be referred to in a test. And within the section, it has elements. So we have add product button, add product toggle, add simple product. So we can refer to these in a test by name.element, add product grid action section dot add product button. And that's going to let us use that selector for that reference. This first one is a button. It has an optional value, and that's the timeout. This will automatically, when used, add a timeout value to allow using this button, which triggers a submission, to have a timeout attached. These are useful to add on elements that you know when you interact with them are going to cause some sort of page load or refresh, so you're always going to want a certain weight with those. If we look at this element at the bottom, product name, it's a text type, and you're selecting div text equals var1 in double braces. Then we have parameterize equals true. What happens here is when you use that element, you can actually pass in text to this within the test, and then it's going to replace that within the selector. The selector is taking a parameter that's passed. So if you have a product, you can pass the product name in, and then it's going to find that in the page. So products you've created previously can be passed into the selector. That's how pages and sections interact. I'd use them writing a test because I'll know where on the website I'm going to be interacting by manually clicking through there. I'll then search for that URL. So I know that I'm on catalog product index. That's where the functionality under test is. I can search for that URL. It'll give me the correct page. And then that page is going to tell me what sections I have to operate on that page. And that section gives all the selectors under it and option values like timeouts or parameterization so that you can. That has been a quick look at pages and sections. Thanks for joining, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you.